Hey guys, welcome back to Mandy's Planet. So you're in for a treat today. We're doing Father's Day spaghetti, and we're also going to do a little road trip over to Dad's house and show you how everything's going to go. Hope you enjoy this video. So let's get started. We're looking at my ingredients here. So we got some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, paprika, sea salt and sugar. Of course, we have a green pepper, onion, our ragu sauce, chunky vegetable style, our ground beef, and our spaghetti pasta. This is going to make a great meal. So we'll get ready to get started here. So I already got my spaghetti noodles boiling, and I got some butter there in the pan, and I'm going to cook up these green peppers and onions, get them slightly caramelized. Pasta's doing good. Then I'm going to get ready to show you guys what I season my onions and green peppers with. Because I like to season everything. I season the onions, the green peppers. I will season the meat. I like to season the spaghetti sauce. So first I'm going to put in some sea salt. Some Italian seasoning. Garlic powder. Paprika. And then once all this gets cooked up, we'll add our ground beef in. See, the green peppers and onions are starting to look yummy already. Let's get a zoom in on this. Yum. Check on our pasta again. It's coming along. It's going to be done soon. So I'm going to get ready to drain this pasta. Remember, like I always say, hold the pasta away from your face because it is hot and steamy. This is going to make a lot of spaghetti, you guys. And I got the 2-pound box, but I didn't use it all. I almost used it all, but it was just so much. And I also have 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to go ahead and add this in to the green peppers and onions now. And then I'll start to season the green peppers, onions, and meat again once I get some of this meat broken up in here. Okay, I'm going to add in some garlic powder. And I don't really do a true measurement for this, but I would say a teaspoon. So we have some Italian seasoning. And I just do my ingredients to taste. You can put your season in to however you like it. Paprika. You don't have to use the seasonings that I use. This is just what I like to cook with. But I do hope that you try this recipe for this Father's Day spaghetti. Meat's starting to get nicely browned up. Okay guys, we're gonna get started on the sauce. So we got our pasta and we got our ground beef that's all cooked up. So I have 2 large jars of the ragu, and it's the chunky, and it's just the garden style with all the vegetables and stuff in it. And I like to add a little bit of water to my jar to get that extra sauce out. Just shake it up and then pour it into the pan there. See the chunky sauce? It's the garden style. And I did call these jars, but they're just like the large size plastic container of the sauce. I'm going to add water to this one to get the rest of the sauce out. And then I'm going to start seasoning my sauce. I'm going to start with some sea salt. And this is a step that you don't have to do. This is just what I like to do, is season the sauce to make it a little bit more my flavor. So we got some garlic powder. I'm curious, how many people do season their sauce, even if it's like ragu or something? Drop a comment, let me know. So Italian seasoning. Sauce is starting to bubble up. So I'm going to start flying out of the pan here in a second. And then I like to add a little bit of sugar in to cut the acid from the tomato. And see, here's the ground beef that we're going to get ready to add in. If you missed it before when I was cooking. Yum, it smells amazing. Okay, now let's go ahead and add that ground beef mixture to our sauce. So remember, it's ground beef, onions, green peppers, and our seasoning that we put in. And we're using all the same seasoning for the meat and the sauce, except for the sugar. I only added the sugar to the sauce. Stir it up good. I mean, there's going to be more, but it's just so much to keep spooning in, I'm just going to end up dumping the whole thing in there. So there we go. We got all of our meat mixture into our sauce. Now a lot of people may not mix their noodles in with their meat sauce, but I do. I like to mix my spaghetti all together. So I'm going to start adding in the pasta here in a minute. And then I like it to cook together so the flavors can all marry together and the pasta can soak up the flavors of the meat and sauce. So that's nicely stirred up, so I'm going to start putting in my spaghetti noodles. Now that I got all of my spaghetti noodles in, I'm going to mix this in. I got to mix it in really gently because my pot is about to overflow of this spaghetti. And this is like one of the biggest pots I have other than like a big chili pot. Yum. And then once it's all mixed up pretty well together, I'm just going to let it sit on the heat for a few minutes to get all that flavor together. And this is a really simple, easy, but delicious meal to make. It's like I said, it's our Father's Day meal that I'm having for my dad, where me and my husband are going to go over and visit him for Father's Day. But this is, you know, any type of family meal that you can do. Everybody loves spaghetti, right? Yum, it looks so good. Too bad there's not smell-o-vision, right? Okay, I got my spaghetti here, my tin pan. This is my final results for the spaghetti, and then I'm gonna put a lid on this, and then we're gonna pack it on up, and then we're gonna do a little road trip over to Dad's house, which y'all get to see some of that footage, so stay tuned. So here we are, passing all the cornfields, and we're gonna go through the woods down to Dad's, and then y'all get to see some footage at Dad's house. Look how beautiful and green that corn is. It's just a beautiful day. It's going through the woods. Okay, we're almost at Dad's, so here we are, and I just put some cheese on the spaghetti, and it's just a cheddar cheese. Then we're going to pop this in the oven with some garlic bread and let that cheese get nice and melted over. And then this is just a Food Lion garlic bread that we're going to be eating today. We're just going to leave that in the little tin wrapper there while we cook it. Gets it nice and crispy, but it's still soft. So here's our garlic bread. And our spaghetti's done now too. I cooked them both together. Well, I didn't cook the spaghetti here, just, melted the cheese over. And then we're going to get ready to plate this up and eat. Look at that plate. Yummy. Dad's enjoying the spaghetti. Thanks for watching Mandy's Planet. Subscribe.